Hello, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me okay. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me okay. Chair. Okay, so this is another live stream on Code Basics channel. And today we are going to discuss something very interesting, which is entrepreneurship. So I have my brother visiting me here at my home. So he'll be here soon. And we both can discuss any guidance related to entrepreneurship. Just to give you an introduction on my brother, I'm just going to quickly share a screen and kind of go over his profile. So he's a founder of an IT company called Atliq Technologies. So this is the website of Atliq Technologies. They are into data analysis, application development, software development, and digital marketing. So if you look at their services, they work on all these areas. They have a team of 55 plus talented individual. This is my brother Bhavin, and this is their team. And they work on various things such as robotic process automation, software development, mobile application development, and digital marketing is an area where this company is growing very rapidly. So now, based on the experiences and the learning that Bhavin had, by the way, he is Bhavin.
Hello.
So let's make some adjustment here so that everyone can see you and the voice is going from this mic, Bhavin. So now we'll start taking questions from the chat. And if you are planning to start a business or if you have any entrepreneurship dreams, then you can ask questions related to that. We'll take data science related questions as well, but the primary goal of this live stream is mainly the business development. If you want to grow in your career in general, you can ask questions. So please start posting your question and uh, we'll start answering them. Just to go over Bhavin's profile, how many years have you been in the business, Bhavin, now?
Since last 10
Eight.
years, since last 10 years, I have been in the business, but I had started with non-IT businesses. I had started with a small restaurant setup.
Okay.
Then I started cyber cafe, international calling through VoIP.
Mhm.
And just 3.5 years ago, we started this company. Previously, it was Infobase. And we started with this team size of 3 people, and right now we are exactly 58 people of team.
Okay, good. So Bhavin's experience, he has faced a lot of failures in his life. Started with, he was a computer engineer. Then after doing computer engineering, he did not want to do a job. So he started a cyber cafe, international calling business in our village. Actually, I remember you had a setup in our second home in the village where people would come and start making international calls, and you get paid through that. After that, you started a restaurant, you failed there, then you started a training center. The training center business was growing actually, and while it was growing and it was doing all good, now you decide to stop the training center business, start a software company and digital marketing agency. 2017 January is the time when you started, and there were only 3 people. Right now 60 plus people, 58 people to be precise. So we will talk about your failures, the things you learned, and we'll answer the questions that people are asking here. So based on Bhavin's 10 years journey, he has learned a lot. Even I have learned a lot in my YouTube channel. So if you have any questions related to how do you start a YouTube channel or how do you grow a YouTube channel or YouTube as a career, You can ask those questions as well. Okay, so we'll start taking the questions. Here, the first question is from Vikas Kumar. He's asking, how can I utilize data science and machine learning knowledge for a startup and business? It's a very good question, Vikas. So I will answer that. Um, so data science and machine learning is the future. There's no doubt about it. And the thing is, data science and machine learning and AI in general is heavily underutilized. Okay, so this is the thing. It is still very underutilized throughout the industry. Many companies say that they are using data science, but they are not. So there is a humongous scope and growth opportunity if you want to start a business in the field of data analytics or machine learning. You can take a small use case of the pain which are faced by businesses. See, you can start by building a simple Power BI and Tableau type of dashboards for organizations, because many organizations have IT systems, they have databases, okay, they have transactional data, all kind of data, but they don't utilize data science. So maybe you can go approach any business, maybe some small business in your town, and say that, okay, I can help you build visualization dashboard for free maybe. And if the client, potential client, likes your work, then you can further expand. You can do a lot of things. You can do chatbots, and you can, for example, dialogue flow based conversational API. You can make a chatbot which can respond to question answer easily. For example, if you have schools and colleges in your town, and if they will be using some kind of school management system. Now you go to that school and say, hey, I can help you build a conversational API around your school database. So for example, if you use Dialogflow, you can have Dialogflow do a conversation like, okay, how many students have not paid their fees last year, or how many students got 70% plus in 10th grade last year. Those kind of simple queries are answered by their traditional software. But if you integrate, let's say, Alexa, or using Dialogflow, if you do a conversational API integration, it's gonna add a data science angle to that product. Do you have anything to add here, Bhavin? So the question is, Vikas wants to start his data science startup. Like, what are the tips?
Yes. So, uh, as you know that we got a one client from USA who had the similar kind of need where uh, they intended to build a software for the financial, and uh, that's how actually they came up with a solution where they want to build a system where we can integrate a software with the Alexa, and based on voice command we can fire some queries. So as you mentioned, we can build a software, or you can create a sort of plugin which you can integrate with any of the software where admin or the owner needs some different type of reports or analysis on daily basis, because you can build some prerequisite reports, but again that is a fixed structure. If you want to make it dynamic, then you can make it this uh, 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 this module.
All right. Uh, AI guy is asking, I want to start robot manufacturing business. AI guy, I really appreciate your intention. Right now, all the manufacturing is controlled by China. So if the people from different countries like India and other countries also get into manufacturing, it will be very good overall for the world, because then it's not like one country is monopolizing the whole manufacturing business. The thing here is that it requires capital investment. If you're setting up a factory, so first thing you need to worry about, how do you get your capital? You need to reach out to potential VC, the people who can fund the business. And trust me, in every country there are rich people, they don't know what to do with their money, right? Bhavin is approached by so many people nowadays. They say, okay, we want to start a business, okay, we want to do something in the field of AI is kind of hard, but they don't know the exact idea, like exactly how they can get into this business. So you can secure some funding, at least some seed funding, and then start with a small thing. Maybe start manufacturing, small robot prototypes, and then build upon it. But AI guy, I really like your intention. I think you should keep on pursuing your dream and do not give up. It might take time. Robot manufacturing business is going to be multi-year effort. It might be difficult, but it will be worth experience at the end of the day.
And though this is not only for robot manufacturing processes
Hmm.
or businesses, if you intend to run a business for the longer perspective,
Hmm.
right,
Hmm.
then irrespective of any industry, you should have a good fund,
Hmm.
because it says that you need 999 days
Hmm.
to sustain your business,
Hmm.
because right now the market competition is pretty much high,
Hmm.
and to sustain in such a competition, if you want to go further, see, there are two kind of aspect
Hmm.
in any businesses you should have. The first is just to do the business and just to earn money. But when you want to grow at another level, like what Facebook, Google, this Tesla, every company does, so you should have good funding. And the good approach is, don't spend all of your money from your pocket,
Hmm.
rather than go first. You can build a small prototype, like AI guy,
Hmm.
he can build a small prototype, just a diagram, proposal, uh, just a proposal. Then
Hmm.
he can go and approach someone. If they can get some good funding,
Hmm.
then actually they have very good quick start.
Yep. All right. So I will be taking next question. Vikas Kumar's question is answered. Mustafa Kolo, nice to see you, buddy. It's always pleasure to read your comment. Yatharth Rastogi asking, from where can I get certified for AIML for free at a very cheap price? I don't know. It's a very vague question. There are so many places for free. Okay, you want to get certificate for free? I'm not sure, buddy. You need to do some research on your own. My channel, I have a website called skillbasics.com. All the courses are free. We're not issuing certificate. Maybe we can start issuing certificate, but I don't want to issue certificate for free. I want to come up with some exam, something, some challenge that you cross, and then only you get
Hmm.
certificate. So we'll think about it, Yatharth. Can I miss you saying, can I join Adobe? How? Yeah, you can join any company. Like, don't have a smaller dream. There is a saying called, if you shoot for the star, you will reach the moon. Always have higher dream. Don't think that you cannot join Google, Facebook, Adobe. You can. Why not? Just practice. Just practice. If you are targeting for software engineering role,
Hmm.
practice for competitive coding, data structure algorithm, and there you go. Mandeep Singh, are you guys Patel brothers?
We are.
Yeah, well, we are Patel brothers, of course. Yeah, we are Patels, Bhavin, we are brothers. So yeah, Patel brothers. Why not? Mandeep, I can see. So there is a chain restaurant, a chain grocery store called Patel Brothers here in US. They're very popular. So maybe he's hinting at that.
But we
Mandeep.
are we are not those Patel brothers.
Yeah. We need to have some specific thing like, right, like Patel Brothers A, B, like some sequences, some unique identifier. Can we establish a company with group of freelancing data analysts? This is the question Abuzar Abbas is asking. Abuzar, you can of course do this. If you remember, I did a video with Kasim Bhatti. He's a freelancer from Pakistan. So he started freelancing by building a Power BI dashboards on upwork.com, and he got a very good reviews, and now he's in a position where he's getting a lot of projects and he's not able to keep up. So now what he's planning to do, at least, or he might have done it already, I have not talked with him in the last few months, but he was planning to get a team of data analysts and form a company in Pakistan, and through Upwork he can get all that work. So always, the companies are always started with one man company. So as one man freelancer, you can go to Upwork, Fiverr, freelancing.com, Fiverr, sorry, not Fiverr, it's COVID era, so for Fiverr terms comes to my mind. But you can go to those websites, get some freelancing work. Once your work is liked by people, you will keep on getting more and more work, at a point where you won't be able to do it yourself. You need a team. That's how companies are formed. Bhavin also started, right? Bhavin, your thing was, he was single man. He started doing some work. He get more people. He hire more people, and then you build the company. All right. So Abuzar, the main thing is, do not wait.
Do not wait.
Start. The art of getting things done is to act. Take the action today. Whatever the action might be. Small thing. Like when I'm making YouTube tutorial, when I create I keep content in OneDrive. And when I create a folder in OneDrive, that itself is a beginning of my tutorial. Sometimes making tutorial takes time, but I never think that it's late 10 o'clock in the night. I have 15 minutes before I go to bed. I will do that tomorrow. No, what I will do is I will break down the big task into smaller pieces. And even if I can handle one piece, which is just simply creating a folder on OneDrive, then that itself is a progress that I'm making. Now, instead of 100 steps, I have only 99 steps to cover. So I always do it. Like, do not wait. World is full of opportunity. I'm not giving any false motivation. I and Bhavin both have first hand experience. Okay. Dream Video 360 is asking how I get success as a. You want to add something to that question?
No, no, no. For Dream Video 360 is like how I got success in software developer. So whether it's a question of getting success as an employee or as a entrepreneur, there is only one line I would like to add over here: keep learning. That's it.
Yep. Keep learning. That's the motto, and have a bigger vision. Just like we go for a walk, nature walk every day, and we are discussing this, that mainly students when they're in college, they only focus on technical skills, but they don't focus on a business knowledge or curiosity. Bhavin always had a curiosity. He would, let's say, when he's visiting a restaurant, he would just observe what people like, how people behave. So that psychological analysis, that curiosity is very, very important. Okay, I want to work as a freelance MLDS professional. How do I approach clients and how do I get my first client? So Rohit, Nayak, I would say, I think I already mentioned this, that approach small businesses in your own town and ask them that you can provide some help for free. Businesses will have some kind of IT software, they will have some kind of database. Ask them that, I request them that you want to help them build simple Power BI dashboard, which can give, let's say, their sales trend analysis, or maybe you can build some predictive model around it. So giving help for free to small businesses would be a good start for you. Or you can go to Upwork, freelancer.com, all those websites, and start freelancing. Okay, so that will be your way.
Rohit, you can start focusing on building a network rather than generating a profit. So you should decide first that, let's say, for 5 clients, you won't charge anything. You can pick up a small use cases where you do not need to spend much time, but having this 4 or 5 reference as a testimony, right? Then whenever you will go to your 6th client, you can say that I have built the 5 prototypes for 5 different categories or businesses. This will definitely help, because again, though, I would like to add something over here. If you want to start with the Upwork, then Upwork has a huge competition. Then you might get some disappointment when, let's say, you will spend 6 months on Upwork and you don't get any project. Of course, you can start bidding on Upwork, but parallelly, I think, according to my experience, I must say that you should focus on the local clients, right? Build a rapport with them. And once you have good reputation in the market, then you do not need to do anything. You will start getting project itself.
All right. Mandip Singh is making Nancy Pelosi stock trading dashboard. Nancy Pelosi, why Nancy Pelosi stock trading dashboard? I don't get it. Anyways, Aradhana Gupta, I want to do startup, but I don't have friends to collaborate. How do I start alone? Aradhana, if you don't have friends to collaborate, maybe you start alone or you find people online.
Hmm.
There are many. many places where you can make friends online. For example, number one is LinkedIn. People underestimate the power of LinkedIn. Okay, you should spend at least half an hour to 45 minutes on LinkedIn every single day. There is another app that has come up called Clubhouse, CLUB House. So on that, there will be audio channels. People are discussing various ideas. Start participating in Clubhouse. Start becoming a part of Discord. For example, Code Basics, we have a Discord channel. The link of that will be in video description below. When you network with people, you will make friends, and then you can potentially find
Hmm.
business partners. Okay, so if not locally, find people online.
And Aradhana, you have to again think: do you really need partner right now? Because when I have started this software company, right, I am not a technical guy. Though I am a computer engineer, I don't like writing a single line of code. But I have just started a company, and then gradually we met few people who are good in technical management, sales. So it's just you have to start with the small step, and then because see, as Dhaval mentioned, that do not wait, just start with something, and then gradually we will find right people.
So just to tell you Bhavin's story, when Bhavin started this, of course he did not have any client, nothing. So what he would do is he would have his bag, he would go to a town. He was in a town called Anand. You know, if you guys might know about Amul Dairy. So he went to that town, and in that town he would go to different offices, different buildings. So there is a doctor's office or lawyer's office. He would literally visit everyone, and he will ask, okay, do you want to build your website, do you want to build your website? Most of the time they will kick him away. So he will just spend whole day in a hot summer. At the end of the day he will come back. He would have spent money from his own pocket on travel. He would not have any work, right? That's
Yes,
what
yes,
happened.
yeah.
What was your first project? Like, how did you get your first website or whatever?
It was a project from one broker, and we built a website for him. It is related to property. So, and
And
that
how
was
did you get in touch with that broker?
so I saw a clinic board. I went to a clinic, but clinic was closed. So when I was coming down, I saw a office of that property guy. So
Real estate broker.
real estate broker. So I went there and casually asked the receptionist that are you looking for any kind of website or software? Then she said, let me connect with my boss. And then I met the boss and asked that if you have any need. And he said, yes, actually we are looking for some agency, but since you are here, so let me first check your profile and your capability. So he asked me the pretty much questions. And the good part is in that one meeting,
Hmm.
we got the project. But yes, before the first clients, I had to spend a good time to get my first sales.
Okay. And how much was the price for that project?
35,000.
Okay, so
It was
Bhavin's first project was 35,000 rupees, Bhavin. That was an achievement. It was a real estate broker website. So the idea was you need to have first 6 months or 1 year where you are just
Mm,
spending so much time afford. You have to have a lot of self belief, because your family, your friends, they will demotivate you.
yes. And
Trust me, they will demotivate you. They'll be like, what the hell you are doing?
yeah,
If you
and
pass through that phase of disappointment, you can become successful. It's not a rocket science.
rocket science and Aradhana. And this is not for the for Aradhana. This is for almost everyone. If you want to start anything, you have to start quickly without thinking anything, and you have to keep meeting as much people as you can, because when you meet so many people, you may find some good prospect from those meetings. If you just keep thinking that how can I collaborate with other people, and from when and where and how I will
Hmm.
get this associate, rather than go outside, right, discuss your project idea, discuss your service idea, discuss whatever you want to start, then maybe you will find right people.
So, yeah, so meeting more people. So I've seen Bhavin's habit. Like when I visit India, he would meet people randomly, like friends, and there would be no agenda. They talk about family, cricket, politics, and then they talk about business as well. So he tries to understand. He has a lot of curiosity. So he will ask questions on business. Okay, what kind of business you are doing? How can you grow your business? What are the pain points you are facing? And is there a possibility of collaboration? Can I help? So he's not like trying to sell his products or anything, but he wants to genuinely help. That genuinely help aspect is important. So let's say I'm meeting a person who is running a small grocery store shop. When I have a conversation with that person, have a conversation as if he's my brother. And I want to really help him, solve his day-to-day life problem. When you approach business that way, the possibility of you getting that project increases.
Let's say if you want to start a software development company and you are visiting a restaurant, then you may ask a question that, are you using any software? POS, point of sale, right? If they say yes, we use, then you can ask them casually that, can I have a look? If they say no, we are not using a software, then you can ask them one more question, that why don't you use some software? Then explain them. Maybe you will get your first customer from your visit.
Restaurant, yes. So when you visit restaurants, and if you're an entrepreneur, don't just focus on eating.
Food, yeah.
Focus on observe, how restaurant is run. Talk to waiters. Try to build even rapport with them. Talk to an owner. Most of the time, people go to restaurant, they eat. They even don't talk to owner. They don't have like a small talk. That having small talk is very important.
See, eating food is a short time pleasure, but when you get your first project, let's say from this unexpected visit, then achieving this kind of project will definitely boost up your confidence, and that is your ultimate motivation.
I think you have so many such experiences,
Yeah,
right?
I went to one wedding, right, and then I saw a set of photographers. They were equipped with crane and lots of photography equipment. So I asked them that, you guys are doing well, and as you say that you have to be genuine. You cannot have that fake conversation, because smart people will definitely recognize that this guy is having a fake conversation. So you can spend some time with them, and you can appreciate them, and then you can ask them that, do you have any website, or are you guys promoting yourself anywhere? Then they say no or yes. So I got one photographer website and digital marketing through my visit to wedding. So usually in India, what we do, we go to marriage, we have some food, we have some
We talk about useless
things, and then we come back home and then sleep. Okay,
Yeah.
day is over. Rather than, you can always think about the opportunities, and this kind of opportunity you may get from anything. Let's say if you're traveling by bus, then you can see outside, you can see some boards, and you can just, maybe either you can click a picture, or you can store the contact number, and you can call them. Hey, let's say XYZ jewelers, are you promoting yourself, or do you have any software? So business is everywhere, right? People say corona has impacted a lot on business, but business are indeed needs lots of software need and this kind of digital marketing need.
So basically, you attending a wedding or you going out on a trip for a vacation, whatever, all these are networking opportunities.
Yes.
Take them as networking opportunities, and try to talk to people whom you don't know. Many times we are shy and we don't talk to the strangers. So talking to strangers is, by the way, an art. Talk to strangers, try to take interest in their life, try to understand their pain, and many times try to help them without any scorecard. So Bhavin has helped so many people. He would just help them. He would not have any expectation. And eventually that same person whom he helped 4 years back will come back and he'll be like, oh, I want to build this mobile app, or I have this other contact, he wants to build a mobile app. And since Bhavin helped that person few years back, that person feels like, okay, I need to return that favor. So help people without maintaining scorecard. That's very important if you want to grow in the business. Dharni Sampath is asking, is it really needed to hold a professional degree in engineering or data analytics or data science, even if I have skill? How much do you think a professional degree will have some impact, but we are going through time where the importance of degree is going away gradually. So I won't be surprised if after 3 years, degrees important will be zero, literally zero. Google has already announced they don't require, if you want to apply in Google, you don't need to have a degree. So many companies are removing degree requirements. So I'm not a big fan of degree, by the way. If you ask me to go back to in my school days, I would have dropped out in my 11th grade and started doing things on my own. I was never a fan of college. College helps in terms of other things, such as you make friends, which is very important. You participate in sports events, you find a girlfriend in the college. See, these things are important, but as far as the study is concerned, I am kind of like a self learner. So I don't, I still regret spending hours and hours sitting in those boring classes.
Hmm.
Okay, Yatharth Rastogi, scope of business, startup in sector of cyber security plus AI, make digital security at next level, how we can implement it. So Yatharth, yes, cyber security and AI has a humongous opportunity in terms of the future business potential. As I said, you have to start with a small problem. So start visiting small businesses in your own town and start understanding, or maybe you have relatives who are in business. Start understanding their pain, take a keen interest in them without any payment expectation in the initial phase, of course. And how you can implement it, it's a very vague question, but you can do a lot of things actually. I need to go into detail to understand the exact pain problem, but say cyber security, despite we living in the world of firewalls and security software, we still see so many cyber attacks happening. Like Facebook's data was stolen, like pretty much
Hmm.
all big tech giants personal information of users have been stolen so far. So there is a scope. You can, as I said, I need to look into more details, but the scope is definitely there. Harish Reddy is asking, how do you scale a business without being out competed by competitors, and how do you grow
It's
it
secretly.
secretly?
Okay, so Haris,
Hmm.
in any business at any point of time, there is a significant scope of improvement. So first, I would like to say that rather than thinking about the competition, you just think you are providing your services or you are giving your product to a customer. Really, are they happy? Right? Get the good feedbacks, because major company, they are lacking to get right feedback from the customer. So keep asking your customer. Your customer may not give you feedback because they are busy with themselves, their daily routine, right? So you should go and ask them some set of questions, collect some data, and always think about, let's say if you get five out of five star rating from your 1,000 customer, but still think, how can you improve your business? And there is a term, there are two terms. The first is customer service, and the second is customer delight, right? Like, though you can share your experience with the Netflix buffering, right? Once I'll complete. So if you can make your customer feel like you are their family, right? If you go with this approach, then I would say there will be very less competition you should have.
Yep. And Suhas Mansoor is asking a similar question. It's difficult to sustain in market cutthroat competition. So Suhas, when I started YouTube channel a few years back, I started with Python tutorials, and there were already 50 channels with Python tutorials. I had a same confusion. There are so many channels teaching Python. I'm doing this for the first time. I did not have even fancy equipment. How is it's gonna work?
Hmm.
But while there is a lot of competition, there is a lot of demand as well.
Hmm.
So many people are coming on, on digital platform. They want to build IT solutions, data science based solution. So you have to build your own niche. You start doing something. Bhavin started doing restaurant, now he's doing digital marketing and software. So it's not like you start this X thing, you are stuck to it. You have to be dynamic in the
Hmm.
business. So you start with something which for which there is a lot of competition. But then as you experience, as you have more experience, you will realize what unique opportunities businesses are having, and what unique skills you or skills or interests you have, and how you can fit those two things, so you will learn, you will find answer on your own. But the important thing is to start doing it for 6 months, 1 year, constantly learning. That feedback loop is very, very essential. And do not worry about cutthroat competition. Bhavin had a similar thing when he shut down his training center, which
Hmm.
was doing a lot of business. And when he decides to shut down his training center, I remember my parents opposed. They were like, you have a profitable business. Why do you want to shut it down for a new business for which you have no idea? He did not have any client, nothing. He just started like shooting an arrow in the dark.
Hmm.
But then what he knew was he had a lot of curiosity, he had will to help people, and he knew that software, data science, and digital marketing as a business are futuristic business. Get into a futuristic business basically. If you ask me that, okay, you want to start a shop where you are going to sell t-shirts, I would say probably think about it, because world is getting into online business, right?
Hmm.
People are ordering t-shirts from Amazon. So the brick and mortar clothing stores are dying business, so you don't probably should not get into that. But if the business is futuristic, then definitely you can make some impact, you can earn money. Lisan, Navishika, which kind of boss you are for your employees? Because I like to get some experience from you.
So listen, I'm more focused on my team. We can say we are employee oriented company because they are the people who assure delivering the good quality to your customer. When you deliver good quality work to your customer, then you will have a very good market reputation, and through this good market reputation you can keep getting much and much project. Second thing is you have to be with them whenever actually they need you. You have to be with them.
Give concrete examples. Like, what
Huh.
do you do with your
So
employees?
so so second last week, one of our teammate, she lost her father, right? Then my HR called me that, sir, she lost her father. Then what should we do with her leave, because she was on leave for good 12 or 14 days. Then we decided if someone from our team, if they lose their immediate family member, then it's like a natural disaster. It's really a very bad time for them. So they have to be with their family, and means as a company we can't be with them, but we can do some provision for them. So we came up with the policy that called bereavement policy, where any of our teammate, if they will lose their immediate family member, then they will get 10 days paid leave. So you certainly you have to know then what they need, because now in this market employees are not looking for only the CTC, means salary. Apart from the salary, they should looking for getting the moral support from you. In many companies, the management bosses, they keep giving an order to the team member rather than what you can do. You can arrange some kind of session where your team will give you some suggestion, you will listen to them, and you will start working on it. So the second thing is we have anonymous feedback system where any of our team member can give us any suggestion, which might be related to policy, working time, projects, learning, or anything. And we pick up right suggestion, and we will just announce that these are some action items based on these queries. So yes, you have to be with them. And
And taking lunch. I think Bhavin is doing a lot of activities. So if I may quickly share the screen of atliq. So there is a our culture page where there is a mastermind group, Marvelous Monday. These are all activities that they do. They do a lot of outdoor activities, go out for nature trips, town hall meetings, book reading club. They have book reading club, so they do like book reading, try to share experiences of their learning after the book reading session. Remarkable Fridays, where they try to appreciate one good quality in each of the employees. So everyone comes on board. They talk about a good quality that they are seeing in other people, etc. So they do a lot of activities. You can visit this page, look at different pictures. They have like Wow Wednesday. It's overall very fun environment to work with. So if you are in Vadodara, Gujarat area, if you are thinking about applying, there is a career page. You can go apply. But overall, they do a lot of fun activities. I have been to Bhavin's office, of course, and I have seen them having a lot of fun. So fun and hard work. But one thing I have noticed in Bhavin is he's more he believes in a self-organized team. In Scrum we always say self-organized team. So what self-organized team? People are responsible, people are aware about their responsibility, and they do the work without their boss telling them what to do. So here as a boss, he will just give companies directions, companies objectives, and the team will take care of execution. So all right. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Panveer Selvam, how do you start business related to computer vision? As I said, you have to start with a simple problem that you find in your close circle, in a local town. You have to look at your surroundings. For example, in through code basics, we are doing this prox max vision project where you can help blind. For example, you can help blind using computer vision. Build spectacles which can detect the scene in front of a blind man walking, and then use NLP to have a conversational AI. So we have done a couple of sessions on prox max product. So if you are interested, you can maybe participate in that project. There are other many use cases of computer vision. For example, in a factory, any factory, when the products are being moved on a conveyor belt, you can use computer vision to detect the defective products. Or maybe you can build a mobile app. I think this is a good idea. So let's say you are visiting a grocery store, like DMart is a popular one in India. Right now, their employees are manually counting the inventory product because they need to keep up track of how many products are left. So they will go to a counter and say, okay, 3 Coca-Cola bottles left. Instead of that, can we build a mobile app which will take a picture, use object detection YOLO library to figure out how many cans are there in the picture and what brand? I think you had an inquiry about one such project, right? Where your client in Texas was asking for this kind of software, where it's a grocery store, you take a picture and it can tell you the inventory. Now here you are using computer vision, uh, object detection, right? Another classical use case of computer vision is in the field of healthcare. You can visit a doctor, local doctor, and say, okay, are you using MRI, X-rays for diagnosing different diseases? And can you do some kind of computer vision application on those images and help them detect the abnormalities in those pictures? Okay, so visit local doctors in your town and ask them to build and tell them that you can build that software for free. Majority of time, like 99 out of your 100 visit, they will just kick you away, but that's part of the process. See, people get disappointed. Oh, they don't understand. That's how humans are built. Humans don't like change. If you're a doctor scanning this, looking at the same report every day, you don't want to change, right? But then you will find one person out of those 100 who will give that project. So look at your surrounding. That's why, rather, forget PyTorch, Python, forget those things are secondary. The most important thing is the curiosity.
So, though I would like to add something here. In future, we will have a refrigerator at home, which are equipped with this computer vision camera installed inside the front door. And when, let's say, you have four cube of cheese, and when you will be having just one piece of cheese cube, then it will just send you an alert that you have only one cube of cheese, right? It's like just tracking the inventory inside the refrigerator.
Smart fridge,
Smart fridge.
which can be integrated with Amazon,
And
like
it can
Prime,
directly place an
and
order to Amazon.
it can place an order and you just get the shipment.
Yeah.
You can also, the another classic use case is in the sales, like stores want to track the footprint, their demographics. So let's say you have a store which sells mobile phones, and they want to track their traffic, like how many adults or how many girls or boys are visiting the store day to day. So maybe you can have a camera, CCTV camera at the front desk, and that can be plugged into this computer vision software, which will analyze your traffic, So these are the kind of people visiting my store, and these are my sales. And, how
So
can you optimize
you
that
can
incoming traffic?
you can get the data of male, female, adult, kid. Even you can get the data of what what is the make of their shoes, whether they are wearing Reebok shoes, Adidas shoes. So you can get so much varieties of data.
Yeah. So, for example, if your store, like 80% of your customers are women, then if you're selling mobile accessories, man, then maybe have pink color covers or some covers which will appeal more to female, because majority of your traffic, incoming traffic, is female. So that's another use case of computer vision. So there are so many ideas. Like if you do observation, I think most important thing is curiosity and observation. Once you have that, you will find endless use cases. All right, we will move on to the next question. I'm loving it, by the way, so far. This is a great conversation. Uh, Looks like I'm also getting some ideas. Okay, what would be knowledge acquisition? Is asking what would be a student's thinking process when he's in college and want to build a software company? Most importantly, how one markets his software company at the start, as they don't have much. Okay.
So knowledge acquisition, as I already mentioned, you should have good market reputation because
No, wait. So the question is, if let's say you are in college, you want to build a company. I remember when Bhavin was in his college days, he used to sell CDs. So he will write MP3 songs on a CD. He will sell it, like he will charge 1 rupee per song, and he will sell probably a CD for 35 or 100 rupees. He had done that in his college days. So to answer your question, if you are a student, let's say he's a student, let's say there is a student in a college, what that person should do?
So as I said, you can connect with local vendors, just ask them. Right, I have already mentioned this. So ask them if they have any need, because see, just start a company, it does not matter. You should know that what is the market segment, what is the demand, and how can you supply them. Right, then you can have that confidence that okay, I can
Give concrete example, like
so as for example, like making, right now the small businesses, even they want to equip with the technology, so they needed this POS system, right? Selling
point of
system,
sale.
point of sale. Now creating a point of sale using open source is very easy for any student, if they have at least some certain knowledge of coding. Even let's say if they are not good in coding, then they can take business segment part, and they can take a help of any technical person, right? So build a small POS. You must be visiting some store for buying clothes or shoes or anything else. So you can propose them that we have built this POS. If you need this, then use this for 3 months. Right? In 3 months, they will first give you the POC, proof of concept. They will give you the POC of software, that how good it is. If you think that it is good, you may charge them very small amount, or you can say, we won't charge anything, but we need reference from you. Right? So that's how, because
another use case that comes to my mind is building EMR system for doctors, electronic medical record keeping system. Many doctors have this EMR system.
But for students, I won't recommend, because according to my experience in India, hospitals are not at all ready to spend money.
No, but then see, we have to look at that same example. Like you visit 100 small doctors, less small doctors. Okay, you're visiting small doctors like Antani, whatever, small doctors.
If we take the real reference, then building a POS for even restaurant, it will be very easy compared to creating the EMRS, because EMRS itself a huge project. It's not a small.
No, but there is an open source project, right? We saw that you can use open source project.
But to convince the small stores and restaurants versus convince doctor. So I would say going with this restaurant and store will be pretty much easier for them.
Okay. All right. So, as a knowledge acquisition, to answer your question, as a student, first of all, you need to be visiting your future potential client right now. See, people will say, "Oh, let me finish my college and then I'll
Hmm.
start." That's a
Hmm.
wrong mindset.
Or people will say, let me first build some software and then I will
Then
go
I will
and.
visit. They think reverse.
Hmm.
You don't think about building software company. No, the company start by addressing some pain point in a business. And
Hmm.
if you want to understand a pain point in any business, you need to visit those people.
Yes, even knowledge acquisition. You want to build a software, and many times what major company or major freelancer they make a mistake. Like they says, okay, I can build such kind of software. They will start building a software and then they will go to the market. So whenever you have any idea, do concrete market research.
Mm.
Let's say if you want to build a POS for this fashion store, right? Then go and meet 4 or 5 fashion store whom you know. They will definitely spend time with you.
Mm.
Ask some certain set of questions to them, that what are the main pain points.
Mm-hmm.
And this is very important thing. Let's say
Mm-hmm.
there are lots of even ready-made systems or softwares are there in the market. So why they will use your system?
Mm.
So ask them. If they don't have any system, then it's an open opportunity for them.
Mm.
If they are already using any system, then ask them, then what are the limitations you have with this system? And then you can think about how you can add those limitations in your software, where your software will overcome this. Like when TikTok launched, right? There was YouTube,
Mm.
but TikTok said, let me make a very
Small,
clean and small
small.
piece of application where people will keep scrolling. There is just one screen,
Mm.
nothing else,
Mm.
right? So they grab the huge market cap. So
So as a student, I think, see, you need to understand one thing is you don't wait till you get a degree. You have to start visiting potential clients, start visiting those people. It could be doctors, fashion store shop owners, grocery store shop owners. There are so many of them in your town right now.
hmm,
And because of COVID, many times people have a need of building a mobile app where you can place an online order.
hmm,
So like React Native, for example, is very easy to learn. Building a React Native application in for mobile is very easy. Payment also, you don't have to worry about it. There are payment gateways. So you are just doing integration. You are like a plumber. You're taking ready-made pieces and connecting them.
hmm.
So it's not a rocket science. The most important thing is, tell me how many students who are in college, they are ready to go out and visit these business owners and try to understand their pain.
Hmm. Hmm.
Very few. Their parents will be like, beta, just finish your study first, right? Wrong, wrong, wrong mindset. Like, I've been in US for so many years. The reason US is number one is this thing. They do unconventional thing.
Hmm.
You have to forget your study. Like, no one cares about your marks, friends. I'm telling you, if you are focused too much on your marks, you are doomed. I have almost become like an anti, like when I see a person in a college who got a good rank, I'm almost sure that person will never do a big thing in his or her life, because they will be just restricted to, they will become a manager in big company, but they won't be doing like they won't be building innovative products or innovative companies, because they are just focused on marks,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So visit those people, try to understand their pain and start building software, and have a lot of patience. I'm telling you, you will get so many disappointments, but the person who goes through that disappointment time period and sustains is the person who will win. It's not about intelligence, I'm telling you.
Hmm.
Okay, Vedant, hello buddy. Vedant, how are you? Okay, Kiran Cafeteria. Wow. Okay, what should I learn if I have to build decentralized internet? I haven't learned much things, but yes, I am really fascinated about what in CS should I focus more. Decentralized internet. Decentralized internet meaning peer-to-peer network protocol, peer-to-peer protocol like WhatsApp. You need to give more details. Okay, Aman Agarwal, sir, I am a chartered accountant. I want to know whether a blockchain technology AI will replace the replacement of CA in news, and what should I do
No.
to tackle such? See, I see this argument. Okay, I am a chartered accountant. Will AI replace me? I am a BPO executive. Will AI replace me? The thing is, if you don't change, yes, AI will replace you. But if you are dynamic, if you are very fluid, nothing can replace you, because
Take
someone tries to replace you and now you change. It's
take an example of Nokia when uh, Apple launched smartphone. They didn't get the market sentiment right,
Hmm,
and they lost the entire market. So you have to evolve yourself on regular basis,
hmm.
right? If you don't evolve yourself, so it says that learn one small thing each day, right? If you keep spending your time on social media, just keep talking about the corona, then one day corona might not kill you, but you will have a huge threat of your future.
Yes, so Aman Agarwal, if I am at your place, I would start learning technology. So if you are if you're a chartered accountant, HR representative, even a
Mhm.
salesperson, learning technology has become very essential. So you learn maybe Excel skill, a little bit SQL, Python programming. These skills will be very helpful for you. Blockchain technology, smart contracts, of course, they are going to revolutionize a lot of accounting, legal type of businesses. They
and
will disrupt those businesses for
and
sure.
try to see how you can integrate this latest technology with your
Yes.
domain, then you will not have any fear.
Yes. So your domain knowledge has a unique value that will never be replaced by anyone.
Hmm.
Being a CA, you know accounting principles and all that. Those domain knowledge are very, very important actually.
Yeah.
So those things will remain with you. You need to you need to almost become like a cyborg, cyborg as in uh, you with your domain knowledge, you accompany that with your AI, and now you are invincible.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. All right, Rutvik Patel is saying 2 millionaires in one frame. Buddy, Rutvik, I'm
No.
telling you, we are not millionaires, okay? Bhavin has only 10 lakh rupees in his account. Let me tell you the secret. Okay, he has just built a network, business, a strong, solid company. His wealth is his network, his relation, and the company's valuation, whatever it might be. But absolute cash, I'm telling you, how much money you have in your account today?
6 7 lakhs.
6 7 lakhs. Okay, last month was 10 lakh. Maybe he has to make some payment for his car. He has only 6 7 lakh rupees. Dude, see, it's not about money. It's about the network, the worth you can build. Like, for example, if you have a company, like the kind of company you have, yeah, from that angle, he's probably a millionaire because the company's valuation is that much. But yeah, it's like if you think about
Entrepreneurs, wise entrepreneurs don't keep money in their pocket, rather they keep spending those money in the business. So
businesses,
you know
yes. Okay. Process of knowledge acquisition is asking process of hiring people at the start, or one should work in the industry or gain experience, or he should focus on making his own company. So Bhavin decided to start his company. So it depends on your personality.
personality.
Bhavin is a risk taker. He doesn't like, for example, if he loses all his business today, he will still be able to sleep peacefully. So if your personality is like a risk taker personality, then I think after college you should immediately start your business.
Hmm.
But if you want to go into software industry, get some experience, if your family needs some money right now, then yeah, you can go. But one thing you have to remember is, once you are into that cycle of job, you what will happen is you will keep on earning more money, and then after as years go by, it becomes very difficult to leave that job, because now your family, your wife, your kids, your everyone will be like, they will have a benchmark, okay, you are earning 50 lakh rupees, 20 lakh rupees a year. Now you are leaving this for this thing which is not earning anything. Like for Bhavin, there was no benchmark. he was out of the college. He was not earning anything. Doesn't matter. So there was no one to judge. Even then, people tried to judge him a lot. But yeah, once you start doing job, once you have kids, once you have wife, Once you have a big salary, it becomes more and more and more difficult. Mustafa is asking, I downloaded your videos on Python programming with some exercises. Can I get source code of that exercises? Yeah, Mustafa, I keep my source code on GitHub. So check my GitHub page. Hani Salma is asking, hi brother, I'm a student of doing masters in cybersecurity and AI. Yes, good. That's a good career option. Aditya Thakur is asking, how do I validate idea before getting started with a business idea? That's a good question.
Yes. So if you have any idea, then see that what are the market segment, which is the industry where you will be serving this idea. So go and meet the people, ask them some set of question, as I said, because let's say if you have any idea of creating a unique POS for restaurant, right? Then you have to check the POC of your an idea with the real users. Rather, you just keep asking your team and friends. So better you go and meet the right people where you want to sell your product and ask them that if they have any system with them, then what are the limitation, and just make the comparison list. Then what are the plus point in your system versus the existing systems, what are the limitations they do have, then you can validate your idea.
All right. Um, Riem is asking, he's from Egypt and he loves the videos. He's wishing best for the Indian people. India is going through a crisis right now, COVID outbreak. So many people are dying. Thanks, Riem, for your wishes. And our prayers goes to all the Indian people. We are all trying to do whatever we can in our capacity to help people. Hopefully, it will be over soon and we will see the light at the end of the tunnel. And Aradhna Gupta is saying, I have a nice bottle. By the way, this is a Poland Spring bottle, 1 gallon. I used to have small bottles. I fill the water, but I drink so much water. So now I'm just using this directly. I don't think it's a nice bottle. It's like a big clunky looking bottle, but thanks for the compliment anyway. We'll take one or two more questions. We are coming at the end of the 1 hour window. So we'll take one or two questions. So how do I know I'm ready for big data scale? Riem is asking, how do I know I'm ready for big data scale? I did not understand your question properly. You are, I would say you are ready. You just start doing it, doing whatever you want to do. A big data scale is very vague, so you need to give more details. Manthan Patel is asking how to create mean stack application. Can you please make a video? Mean stack application. Okay, I will think about it. Does my company allow to do freelancing? No, my company. I work for Bloomberg Financial Analytics company. I don't do any freelancing. Okay, hello from Turkey, Ken. Hey, buddy. Hi. I like Turkey. I watch Turkey's travel vlogs a lot. You have a beautiful country. Nandini, is there a postgraduate needed or Python skill alone is good? 15 years. Okay, what will be the future of a data scientist after 15 years? Well, future seems bright because the whole thing about data and data science is, I don't think it's going to go away. So don't worry too much. It's you are in a futuristic business. Manthan Patel is asking, Bhavin, did you shut down Infobiz? Yes, Manthan, he shut down Infobiz at VV Nagar. He has a company called Atliq, which is based in Vadodara, Gujarat, India. Mitesh Patel, are you from NJ? Yes, buddy, I'm from New Jersey. I'm close to Princeton University. Degree removal. Yes, I'm a big fan of degree removal.
Startup in US versus India, both are good.
Startup in US versus India, both are good. Humongous opportunities.
India has 140 crore opportunities.
Yes. The number of startups in India are growing even more at a faster pace than in US. So definitely entrepreneurship future in India, Ahmad Khan.
Of course, as I said, it's 140 crore.
One
Let's say if you start selling a small product, right, which is not available in the market, then just think, if you just take a 1% of that 140 crore, then you will be multi-millionaire soon.
All right, cool. So we are going to now end this session. There are so many other questions we could not answer. So hopefully we can have one more session like this in future. Thank you very much for attending this, and I wish you all the best. If you are thinking of starting a business, or if you have entrepreneurship dreams, entrepreneurship keeps the thrill alive, because I've seen many people who do job for few years. Initially they're excited, big money, big perks, oh, I'm working for Amazon, whatever. But in the end, at the end of the day, the thrill, the kind of excitement that entrepreneurship can give you will not match those big fat salaries. Okay. So if you have entrepreneurship dreams, please keep it up. Do not focus too much on the negativity around the world, and keep on learning. We both were watching the videos from NASA. There is a nice series called Why We Left Earth on YouTube. And the series is about NASA launching a manned mission on the moon. And we both were discussing that they sent a man on moon in 1970, where technology was still, like, if you compare it with 2021, we were in a very early age of like computers and so on. If they could send a man to moon in 1970,
50 years ago.
50 years ago, in 2021, you want to start a small business, you can do it. It's the world is very different now. There is an easy access of internet. You can network with people through LinkedIn, whatever. There is a appetite for new business. There are potentials that you can tap, and you can fulfill your dreams. All right, thank you very much. I'm going to end this. Bhavin, you want to say any last words, or
That's all.
that's all?
Still,
All right.
if you have any question related to startup, entrepreneurship, business success, then uh, you will have my
LinkedIn.
account.
So LinkedIn of Bhavin's LinkedIn is in video description below. My LinkedIn is there. You can connect with us. We get many messages, so based on our schedule, but which we both believe in helping people.
Yeah.
So we'll try to help you as much as we can. Thank you.